All right, good morning. What is up, world? It's 7:05. It's May 6th. Let's jump straight into the charts today. Start off with NVDA, and the reason why I'm starting off with NVDA today, I'm gonna show you guys my progress, but I want to talk about a loss and then a win I took as well. So we look at the higher time frame, or we can even go to the 4 hour real quick. Um, my computer been running slow a little bit nowadays. It's probably time to upgrade this as well, especially now that I'm using a bigger monitor. Well, I'm gonna tell you about the loss real quick. It was a self-inflicted loss. The loss I took yesterday. I was meaning to start the day off. You see, I got in the video at the green. I meant to start the day off with a call, but I accidentally tried to short it. We can see NVIDIA has found some type of buying pressure right here. We was looking for a breakdown of this 196 to 190 because this thin structure right here. But you can see reason why we're holding this level because we held this level over here. So now that we're breaking out today with, especially with AMD and a lot of chip companies reporting good growth, we can see NVIDIA to the upside today. But if I go to the 15 real quick, I'm gonna show you my thesis just real quick. We came out the gate. I immediately was looking for calls because we were just holding this level. I believe this was the last low. That's what I truly believe. And what happened? It is the last low. So what happened? Out the gate, I tried to do calls. I did puts, but my main thesis was we was going to reject 200. So I took a loss and I fucked up because my next move, I was just gonna play the video all day because look at the levels. The levels were so easy to predict. We got 200. We reject 200. That was my next move, and then what happened? Break down to 197. We got that as well. Came back in, break down again on 197 to finish the day. Easy trading session, right? That's why you gotta, when you at all-time highs and things like that, you gotta play the levels. The levels you just gotta drop down to like the 15 or the 1 hour. Play the levels. That's all you gotta do and stick to playing the levels. Now we got above 200 pre-market. What should we do? We should come back down. Test 200. Look at that. We have a demand zone right under 200. So look for the video to drop down. Maybe test this 200. All this thin structure, all this overnight needs to be retested anyway. Probably not down here, but it should be upside from the video. And then even why? We already just made a high. Now we just made a confirmed low. Now we just need to test this thin structure here. We can look from the video to the upside. Let me just switch over to gold real quick because I know a lot of people be watching me talk about gold. Again, gold is in a weird spot. If we come in with the fibs to the low, we can see we got that 61 retracement, but now what are we doing? We're holding at 38. We held that 38 zone, which is a reversal zone. So now we have gold trying to attempt to rally here, especially with news, which we're going to read here in a minute. But if we look at these demand zones, what happened? They started to kind of start pick up. We got these 4 hour demand zones right here. We bounced and we came back and retested that zone. We made a new low, but now look, now we broke this structure here, right? We broke this high level right here. So now we know after struggling through this zone, what can we look for? Maybe a retest right there, right? So let's come in with some fibs and let's see where that will be at if we do get this retest. Right at the reversal level of 38.2 to continue back up to the upside. So is that a potential trade? We're going to see. We have a nice 4 hour zone around here, around the 78. That would be even sweeter if we get a deeper pullback because we broke this high here. Now we got to see, can we get some type of pullback to long this up back past maybe this support zone here. We take these guys out at 47. It is Wednesday. You know, it starts to slow down around Thursday and Friday, but we will see. Let's check out US30. US30, you know I love US30. My favorite one out of all the indexes because it has not hit all-time highs yet. But you can see right now we kind of rejecting this supply zone. But even then, I got this level marked out, 49.824. We talked about this yesterday, right? Did this play out yesterday? Did we call this yesterday or not? If you go back and watch my video yesterday, I talked about 48.655. I said if we come here, look at these multiple rejections right here. Look at these rejections right here. Look at this support right here. Look at this rejection right here. I called this level out yesterday. What happened? It came down, swept this. Man, I'm telling you, go watch the video yesterday. We called this out. And what happened? It bounced. Now, it made this lower low. So, it's a lot of strength right here. So, where we can look for another bounce at now. right here where this double line at right here. We can look for some type of bounce at 49,434 if it does come. Look, we got rejection right here. We got rejection right here. We got a spike up. Then we got support here, but then we got a gap down, rejection, come down. A lot of traffic right here. So if this trend continues and we're looking for a soft pullback, either we just go through here or we come back with a nice little pullback and then we take off again. USDJPY, we came in with the fibs with this one, right? We stayed from the high to the low. We got this 50% area right here, and now we flush back down to zero. So what can we look for now that that trade is over? We can just look to see. I don't even know. Well, this then structure right here, all this is supposed to get tested anyway, right? Drop down to the 30. If we look right here, clear as day, what we see? We see some bullish diversions, right? What the stock is going down, but the RSI is going up. So can we see some type of reversal? We do have a 30-minute supply zone right here. So it's going to continue to fall until we are able to do some type of claim, but that does look like a bear flag now that I marked it up. It looks like a bear flag. So what can happen? It can probably drop a little bit more by the length of the flag, right? But it's pushing up right now, but it is pushing up towards this supply zone. So we could just watch that and see what happened. Now we're going to get into some individuals that I'll be trading. Apple, yesterday, I took a trade on Apple yesterday, and I'm about to show you guys perfectly why I took this trade. And it was nerve-wracking, I'm not going to lie to you guys, because how they get you, one of the bad things with trading options is time decay. When you trade in options, options can lose value. Even if they go up, they can lose value if the time is like creeping on them. Like, so if you trade zero day options, this would have killed you, because look at this from 9:50. So 2 hours of worth of chop right here, 9 to 11. 2 hours worth of chop would have killed your 0 days, 0 DTEs. And that's how they get a lot of people, is they just kill you with time. The direct move should happen right when you get your options, but now it's losing value because now it's losing time. And only way it regains that value if it moves big enough for you to get that value back, and quick enough as well. Did this move quick? No. Well, it moved in 1 hour. So yes, I'm going to say it did. It did move quick. But this right here would have killed you. So you can see we held this 280. We held 280 along with VWAP. This is an easy trade to make. If you hold VWAP and you hold a key level at the same time, you can see it. Rejection. Then what happened? We got the VWAP right here. We held that. I got in. I think initially I was in like 8 contracts. But once the time decay started to kill me, I got down to like 3, and I'm like, okay, 3 will cover my loss if we go up. And what happened? We did go up. And you see I got this tough trend line right here. We broke past the trend line, but I got up like right here once we started to chop again up here. I could have held it because I actually played the next week ones, but again, what I'm working on this week, just hold the trade until the trade is invalid. And you can see we broke out of this zone. Even after hours, what happened? We tested that zone again. We fell below. Test that zone again, and now we're just above. We're above this. So let's see what that look like on the 4-hour. We can see Apple's all-time high is 288, and today what that look like? It look like we can possibly get past that all-time high. But where's our next tough resistance at? Right here at 282. So if we go back down and we bounce at 280 again, we can look for longs at 282. Let's try we already did in the video. Let's try Tesla. Look at these levels on Tesla getting broken again. We got up here. Well, no, I'm tripping. I'm on the 4-hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. So yesterday, this is a high demand zone right here. You can see Tesla hit it and then just fell for the rest of the day. But now it's in the middle of 2 zones that I got marked out, but it is holding this demand zone. So we can kind of respect that right here at 386. So we know if we lose 386, we know we're going down to 380. Look at all this traffic right here. We know if we lose this zone, we're going down to 380. Is it possible? I think Tesla is really trying to get past 400. And we can see I got this downtrend line. I'm going to show y'all in a minute. But if we get past 394, we can look towards to 400. Man, it's time to retire, old Bertha. Well, why she tripping? Let's talk about these earnings today. We do have earnings. We had Walt Disney come out, good earnings. We had Uber come out, good earnings. If you guys care about CVS, Hut 8, Nova. But after hours, we got Cohort. We know these chip companies. We got IonQ, ARM, AppLovin. If you care about Starbucks, we got Dutch Bros. We got Snap. You remember when people cared about Beyond Meats? We got Beyond Meats today. What data do we have coming out? We have Wednesday. We have the FOMC. We do have ADP coming out, and where it should be out right now. Let's see what it look like. ADP came out, and you see it's red. We did not do good. Previous was what 61. Forecast is 118. We made it at 109. Not good. But I think that's probably why we got that quick reaction. Let's look at some headline stocks. Future surge on signs of Iran and U.S. deal. Can't believe they even still care about this. AMD stock soars. Disney rises on beat. Gold jumps on report on iron peace deal. All right. And we already did. Well, let's look at our progress for this week. Let's talk about yesterday again. Yesterday. Well, I can't even look at it from yesterday. But we only up 200 for the week, 1%. But if we look at the month, we was close to my $1,000 goal, which is a very tough wall break for me. Again, I just started back trading options. The 16th, right? Yeah, the 16th. No. The 20th. I just started trading back options the 20th, so just 2 weeks. And we took 600, almost $700 loss yesterday. No, we was down 1,000, and then we got it. We made 700. So I only lost $300 yesterday. So that's the progress. And then now we're back on Tesla. Tesla just on this downtrend again. So our trend lines, you still got to respect them. We hit right here, and then now we're right here. So if Tesla can get above this trend line, then we know we're trying to hit that 400. Last but not least, I guess that's probably it, huh? Yeah, AMD, I wouldn't touch AMD. AMD just too much gone. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope this was helpful. I'm going to continue to try to redo how I do these. You see, I've been trying to actually do them a little bit quicker, but we still over 12 minutes. But before we go, we're going to read a verse off the 360 Bible real quick, May 6. It says, nothing is hidden that will not be made manifest. Nothing is hidden that will not be made manifest, nor is anything secret that will not be known and come to light. That is Luke 8:17, and the prayer underneath that is, Dear Jesus, give me the courage to not live in private. Give me the strength to recognize my sins and mistakes among those who love me. May I conquer them out in the open. All right, guys, good luck on your trading today. Remember, 24 hours is not enough, so don't waste time, man, because we're really trying to get somewhere in life. And the only way you can do that is capitalize on the full 24 hours you got. That's why we created this brand. That's why we created this, community. And we're going to continue to strive to use our full 24 hours to the, best of our ability. So good luck today, guys.